Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Today, I am at Falcon Owl in downtown Waco. I'm about to meet Torrin Longenecker, a hat maker who has a space here. I'm in the market for a Western hat, and he's going to help me out. Let's go in. Come on. And who should I meet at the very first but Jill Barrett, who is the owner of Falcon Owl. It's lovely to get to meet you.
Thank you. You too.
Tell me about your shop.
Well, this is my shop, Falcon Owl. We're in downtown Waco, and we're a collective, I would say, an assortment, kind of a gallery of furniture, art, and antiques. And I just buy what I love, and I do a lot of interior design, and so I put things in my projects and just help my clients source for their houses as well. But yeah, we have a really eclectic assortment of all kinds of eras and genres of furniture and antiques, and a beautiful art gallery upstairs too.
Well, I'm anxious to hear a little bit more about the art that you have here. You have a special event coming up on the 20th, right?
We do. We have Rolando Diaz and Seth Simmons. Rolando's the artist. He's a Cuban-American artist who lives in Dallas, but he's internationally renowned, and he works with a piano composer, Seth Simmons. He's a pretty famous studio musician for a lot of people, and he plays for about an hour and a half, and Rolando paints live. Wow. So he brings in a blank canvas and paints, and it is just this experience. And even if you don't love that style of art, just being a part of that, the whole experience, it's kind of performance art, is really mesmerizing. And I actually experienced it for the first time when we opened his exhibition in July, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so special. And everyone that was going to stop by just real quick before dinner, nobody left, because it was just one of those things that grabbed you.
Yeah, mesmerized, as you say.
It did. So we're closing Rolando Diaz's exhibition on the 20th with another live painting event, which he and Seth call Euphoria. They've been doing this for 23 years together. And it just is wonderful to see how they play off of each other with the music and the art. And then at some point, Rolando steps back and says, I'm done. And then we bring a live auctioneer in to auction the painting. And it's a really fun event. We have, hors d'oeuvres and wine and beer. And
so how can folks get tickets?
So we have an Eventbrite, and it's on our Instagram, Falcon and Owl. It's A&D Owl. And then if you want to get on my mailing list, I just send you an invite, and that's pretty easy. So you can DM us through Falcon and Owl.
So a little bit more about your store. Yes. When did you open? Have you always known you wanted to do this kind of thing?
Yes. Well, 20 years into Common Grounds by Baylor. That's what I did before this. And I was just always decorating. And I think part of my main thing there was decorating and always changing it up. So I've family, and I love Round Top. I always called it my happy place. And so when I sold Common Grounds, I decided to get more into this in a bigger way. So I became a dealer at Round Top. So I've been doing that for the past 10 plus years. And then we have a location across from the Silos on 8th Street that we're getting ready to go under construction with.
Oh, really?
And in the meantime, we were able to luckily pop down into this 5th Street location to open our gallery, our showroom, and our store here, and have our art gallery upstairs too. So it's been wonderful to be here for about the last 2.5 years. So
well, it is awesome, and I'm thrilled to get to meet you. And
thank you.
Okay,
come here, Mimi. Come here.
Come on, we got to meet the star of the show.
Here's our Mimi dog. She's our shop dog.
Okay,
if you come in, she'll greet you for sure.
She's
Mimi
precious.
Dog. She's not for sale, though. My husband sometimes would like to put a price tag on her.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Well, Jill, you're delightful, and I'm so happy that we can tell everybody about Falcon and Owl. But I know Torrin is here.
Yes,
so I'm going to make my way back to his little place, and we're going to learn about getting Anne a hat.
Oh, good. You will love Torrin. He's amazing. He's an amazing artisan. So, all right, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. It's a delight.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
So now we're upstairs
Yes.
here, Jill, at Falcon and Owl,
Mhm.
and this is where this beautiful art is.
Yeah.
And you say sometimes people tell you, "Oh, I didn't know that was up there."
Yeah, very much so, because it's kind of like when you're coming up here, you're going up the staircase, and it's like a back staircase in Brooklyn for, you know, the next hot art show.
Yeah,
Is
with
there.
the
It feels
ambulance,
like
it
that.
sounds like we're in Brooklyn.
We are. We're in New York. We're channeling New York right now.
We're channeling New York.
And the space is raw. You know, it's just sort of a really cool.
It's wonderful for art, though,
Mhm.
because it's nice and
Perfect.
bright. And
Yes.
so, Rolando Diaz,
Okay,
tell me about him.
yeah, so right now in this area right here, and also in this room behind us, we are hosting an exhibition for Rolando Diaz, and he is a Cuban-American artist who resides in Dallas. He is internationally recognized. PBS has done a special on him. He paints in front of thousands of people, and he does a lot of charity events and live art events, and then they'll auction off his work. So we just have the wonderful and unique privilege of having an exhibition of his here. I had some friends that knew him, and my mom has a painting of his.
Oh, really?
And I didn't put that together until after I met him and saw more of his work. But he's very collected, and we've had the privilege of having him here for some months now. So we opened the exhibition in July, and now we're going to close it on September 20th. And so Rolando will come and he'll paint live. He'll have a big easel there. He'll bring a blank canvas, and then Seth Simmons, who is his composer, piano, musician buddy, will play. And they just capture your heart watching them. I mean, it's just a beautiful experience. Be there, and then at the end, when he's finished, we will bring a live auctioneer in, and we'll auction the piece off, and we give a donation back to Creative Waco with all of our shows that we do here and exhibitions and anything like that, so that we can hopefully keep the arts just growing strong in Waco.
Well, I know Fiona Bond,
Yes.
of course, the executive
Love
director
Fiona Bond.
of Creative Waco, and so for her, I know this gladdens her heart
Yes.
to know these kinds of cultural art, fine art, you know, exhibits are happening,
Yes.
and that are being celebrated in this
Yes.
way. What a fun event! So, how can folks get tickets or reservations?
So we have them listed on our Instagram, and then if you're on our email list, which you can just request to get on that through a direct message on Instagram, then we send an Eventbrite. But there will be a link in our Instagram that has a link to the event itself. And also you can just come the night of, and you know, it's not very expensive at all. I think it's 2-for-1 tickets, and it's $20 a ticket. But you can also get 2-for-1 if you buy 2 at a time. So anyway, that just helps cover the cost of the event, and also gives a little more back to Creative Waco and also Rolando and Seth. So yeah, so September 20th.
Some of the other areas up here.
Okay,
as
I would
well.
love to. Yeah. So again, Rolando is taking over this main part of our gallery right now, and so he is also in this room, and we will walk this way, which is where we are hosting Peter Kyle.
So another artist.
This is still Rolando. However, this is a really special piece that Rolando did for PBS. Did a special on him, and he was in front of thousands of people at the AT&T Arena in Dallas. And this was a part of a series he called the Fig series. So this is a special one because it's the last of that series, and it was created live with Seth. So that's really neat. But we have always have an artist named Peter Robert Kyle. And we have this wall of faces. He's kind of known, his signature is his faces, Peter Kyle. And I've been selling his art for the last 5 years. And I didn't want to take this wall down when we introduced Rolando's exhibition. So we just left that up, and then kind of introduces Peter's work that's in our reserve room. So Peter's the last living artist that worked alongside Picasso. He was mentored by Juan Miro. He was buddies with Warhol, Andy Warhol, Basquiat. David Bowie was a good friend of his, and I'm sure they have some wild stories. They had some wild stories.
Yeah. So is he deceased?
David Bowie is, Peter is still around. He's in his 80s. He's still working. He has been painting his whole life, so he has a prolific body of work. And I'm just lucky I've gotten to play in the sandbox there, because once he dies, I mean, his work is just going to drastically increase. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a neat chance to get in on a piece of history by participating in Peter's art as well. And he wanted his artwork to be approachable and accessible from a price point standpoint, and also just where people could come and find it. So dealers like me have gathered collections of his, and this is probably my 5th large collection of his work, but it's all one of a kind, all original pieces, and there's just a story behind it that's really exciting if you know a little bit about Peter's life. So it's fun. But I'd love to show you the reserve room real quick.
You have the Falcon and Owl reserve room. That's where we're heading. Again, we're upstairs.
So we opened our exhibition, Anne, with Peter's work because I had sold so much of his art that I wanted to get our gallery. We opened our gallery with a big exhibition around him. So a lot of this was in the gallery, and then we installed Rolando. So I'm kind of right now in the process of reinstalling Peter's work.
Okay.
So it normally isn't stacked like this, but
and you have a great explanation.
There we go. And
who Peter is.
And we just got this new collection in. So we're cataloging and getting ready to really install it on the walls. Yeah.
So you help collectors kind of curate what they're interested in having.
I do. And a lot of my clients become collectors themselves. And so that's really fun to watch, and it's fun to see them coming back for more. But I think with an artist like Peter Kyle, he kind of grabs you, and then you think, well, I'm good, I have a Peter Kyle. But then you just kind of keep coming back for more. And if it's approachable, it's not so, there are obviously levels of his work, but it's not so expensive that it's not like normal people like me, we can still buy it. Yeah. And so that's what's fun about it. But a lot of my clients do become collectors themselves. So they get the bug just like I did.
Yeah. So when did you become familiar with him as an artist?
So because I do Round Top as an antique dealer.
Yeah, Round Top, Texas.
Round Top, Texas. I do Marburger Farm Antique Show. I just happened to walk by a booth. His son, Benjamin Kyle, was selling his dad's art, and he had never been out there before. But a lot of designers that buy from him said, you need to come to Round Top. That's where all the designers go. And so he popped up in a booth. I happened to walk by it, and I was like, what is this? I've never seen this out here. It's so unique. It just kind of grabbed me. And then I just got to know the art a little bit. I bought a few pieces, and I couldn't even get them on my wall before I had sold them.
Yeah.
And so I went back for more, and thus began my relationship with the Peter Robert Kyle art collection.
Yeah.
And now I am a full-blown art dealer.
And it's not just wall art?
No,
right.
He does sculptures. This is a really interesting piece. I'm a horse lover, so I said this would stay in our private collection, but it could maybe come out. But yeah, he'll paint on different items. Or objects. He'll do ceramics. I have a really cool clock over here. Here, let me grab this piece. It's really fun. This piece, it's John Cena, the actor. So sometimes he would be doing pieces like sort of social commentary, and kind of like Warhol did. But this says Guy Club New York to my friend and Andy Warhol, and that's John Cena, the wrestler and the actor.
Yeah.
And then on the back it's just a face, and this says Peter Kyle Berlin. So he'll do things like this. That's really interesting, and they're all unique, one of a kind, original pieces. So I have to show you one really cool piece down here. These pieces are on the floor. I was showing them to a client, but they were in my very first collection, and they were in a tornado with me in Round Top.
Oh, really?
So I had to take them out of their frames very quickly because the wind had blown them down. And,
oh my goodness.
So these are my friends. We went through something together.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so here's another example of a really interesting and cool object.
Oh, it is a clock.
It's a clock. And he just painted it. This is a gourd. Interesting.
Amazing, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, but this piece is very special. This is a piece that Peter did as a shout out, and also his version of a Picasso that sold through Sotheby's about a year and a half ago for $11,400,000, I believe was the price. Okay. So he dedicates this for my friend Pablo Picasso, and on the back there's a big description, big, he signed it with a face and dedicated it to Picasso. But when you pull this up, and I don't have my phone to do it, you'll see the one at Sotheby's, and it was called Bust d'Homme, Bust of a Man. And it is very, very, very similar. So it was neat to see him do a painting like one that he had been around. And he did some techniques. See how the drips are going up? He was turning the painting while he was painting it so that it was perfectly balanced. And that's something that Miro was always teaching. So he probably learned that technique also from Miro. So there's just some things about this one that are really, really unique and fun if you have the comparison. And I don't have my phone on me, so I can't show you, but
that's fascinating
kind of interesting.
And there's a relief to it, obviously. I mean, it is brush work.
It's brush work. He actually went over another canvas, so he probably grabbed this canvas and he was with the Picasso painting. And the timing works out because the other painting was at the end of Picasso's life, which is when he would have started working with Miro. So if you can see also the blues are similar to this other one that we have over here that was early Miro days. So, but he was painting over something and he was just turning it and painting it, and he was probably like, okay, done. So it's just interesting. But yeah.
I don't know how many people know in the city of Waco or the greater Central Texas area that these fabulous artists are here at Falcon Owl on display, just waiting for folks to come and see and enjoy. And whether you intend to begin an art collection or just enjoy and learn more about modern art, this is certainly the place to go. So once again, tell me about your event, which will be September 20th.
September 20th, our doors open at 6. So come in, you get a drink and an hors d'oeuvre if you want to wander around, look at the art, and then Rolando and Seth will start their performance at around 7. So, and it ends around 9, and however long people want to hang out. So that's September 20th on Saturday night.
Very good.
Yeah.
Jill, thank you. You were awesome. I appreciate so much your time.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much.
Just impromptu, I just walk in the door. We have not met.
I love it. I love it.
It was lovely.
It was so lovely having you in my store. Thank you. And gallery. So thanks so much.
Stay with us. There's more of the show ahead.
Finding a sleep sack that my baby likes has been a struggle.
The sleep sack from Joy is a major upgrade.
It is all natural eucalyptus, which is breathable and hypoallergenic.
Experience with the Bosley MD hair regrowth kit was amazing. It was easy to use. It let me take off my hat. I could go in public and have my picture taken and feel normal again.
BosleyMD.com.
Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com.
What if you could clean clean? With bio-based formulas and deep cleaning enzymes. No dyes, phthalates, or mystery ingredients. Just powerful pods for your dishes and laundry. Now you can, with drops. Made clean, made to clean.
It's so good to see you, Torrin. Thank you for visiting with me today. Now, we have had a chance to chat ahead of time. First of all, how we first met is through your mother, Fiona. Fiona Bond, she told me, she said, Torrin has magical abilities when it comes to helping someone choose a hat. Hey. So I said, okay, sign me up, because I'm sort of in the market for a Western style hat for things I have to MC, but not sure I want a real cowboy, I'm getting on a horse and riding off into the sunset kind of a look. So that's what I was kind of depending on you. But first of all, tell me, how did you become a hat maker?
It's just a hobby when I was a little bit younger. I got the chance to apprentice and intern at a lot of really great hat shops and learn from them and keep getting more into it.
Yeah, a few, like in England.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
There's one that I go to every summer, or try to. Lock & Co. Hatters. They're the oldest hat shop in the world, one of the oldest businesses in the world, still family owned.
And this is in London?
Yeah.
And so how did you get that gig? I mean, how did that work out for you?
I was 14. We were visiting some family back in Britain,
Uh-huh.
and I brought a hat that I'd made here in Waco, just to show them. They'd invented the bowler hat, and I'd done kind of like a replica of the original one. Brought it to them, showed it to them. I asked for some work experience, and they said sure next summer.
So how did you, at that age, that tender age, decide, this is something I would really like to learn how to do?
It's you like working with your hands and making things. It's nice to see a lot of your labor come into something that makes people happy, looks good.
Yeah, well, and so now you're a Baylor student. You're a senior, correct? Tell me about that.
I'm majoring in apparel design. I plan to go work for that hat shop in London, if everything works out, or definitely continue doing things by myself as well, if only on the side.
All right. So when I first came in to visit with you, the first thing you did was measure my head.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. And so you want to just demonstrate how that
Yeah.
how all that worked out?
Absolutely. You want to take a seat?
Sure. So I guess there's just it is the most customized thing really about it is the circumference of my head.
Yes, ma'am. I do a final fitting just to make sure it actually fits the shape of your head as well, because some people have some very unique head shapes. You can't guarantee that it's going to look anything like the original block.
Right. And so we did that, and then we started talking about the types of hats. So that's when it gets a little bit confusing and complicated. So let's talk a little bit about the varieties of hats and how they're made, what they're made of.
Well, I do.
You have some. I mean, I know we looked through. What did you call them? Blanks?
Yes.
Is that what you call
blanks? That's right.
Okay, so you have some you could show us?
Yeah, everything back here is beaver, and everything up there is rabbit. These are all my.
So all right, so here we go, and we look at all these beautiful for the ladies. These beautiful colors.
These ones are all 100X, so there's 100 beavers worth of fur in each one of these.
So, okay, explain how that works.
There's a tiny patch in the very center of the beaver's stomach where they have hair that's a lot finer than all the rest of the insulating hair on the beaver. So what they do for these ones is they shave just that tiny patch, and the rest of the hair goes to other more kind of like rugged Western blanks. So those 2 to 5 X blanks are from mainly the hair from the rest of the beaver, and these are all just the very center short belly hair.
All right, and so the beaver though, because of what it is, it's going to be pricier.
Yes, that's right. So the 100X is it starts at 500. The other beavers in general start at 400, and the rabbits start at 3.
Okay, so I kind of went for the lesser expensive model. So let's look at the rabbit.
Yes, ma'am.
I know you're gonna love this Kodak Dot Plus printer. You guys just connect it to your smartphone. I can assure you, you are going to love this printer as much as my family has. You guys have to check it out for yourself.
At Mapiful, we believe in celebrating your journey. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mapiful.com and start celebrating your story today.
So these are all...
Okay, so these are the ones that I was a little more interested in. But they feel awesome.
Yeah.
Now, you were saying there's something about the stiffness of it and all that sort of factors in.
That's right. So stiffening costs a tiny bit more. there's just a lot of steps to the process that the felters that I get my materials from, the stiffening adds a lot of time to the process of making one of these. So they charge me more. I charge the customer more. But there's also a process called pouncing, aside from the stiffening, which is the kind of finish that they actually do to the surface of the fur. And this one has what yours has. It's called a suede pounce, which makes it feel really soft. It feels like leather. So this is pure rabbit and beaver blend, but the beaver is on the surface, and it's got the suede pounce to it, which just makes it feel so kind of supple and almost like, yeah, it does feel.
All right, so we talked about the dress I was planning to wear with this particular hat, and what we came up with is this sort of buff color, I would say.
Yes, ma'am.
So what have you done? So, and we did select this ribbon color, but that could easily be changed out, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what? Now that you knew the circumference of my head, what was the next thing you had to do?
So then I steamed the blank. I got a block in your size.
Ah, so you have different sizes.
Yes, ma'am. This one is just a little bit bigger than your head. So what I do is I steam it, pull it over that, iron the brim down just so it's nice and flat. I can work with it a little bit more easily. And then, I'll make the sweatband, which I will fit to be just a little bit snug on you. So I like to have the crown a little bit big and the sweatband a little bit snug, so it won't fly off in the wind.
Yeah,
but it
I
also
don't
won't
really,
be too.
I don't want it to fly off, and you don't ever see hat pins in these kind of hats, right?
That's right. But yeah, with the fitted sweatband, it's not going to fly off.
Okay.
And with the
that's not inside it.
no, that's not. But
Okay.
I'll make one up. I make all my sweatbands as well.
Okay.
Put the logo in them, put your initials in them, and sew them in.
It's completely customized.
That's right.
All right. So what are you going to show me? The next step.
So now we're going to figure out a style you like. I'm going to steam the crown, and we'll play around with it and see what you like.
Okay.
I was thinking kind of Western fedora. It's a little bit what you were wanting. All
Yeah,
right.
not
A
like
bit
that.
more, yeah.
Right.
A little bit more dressy.
Yeah, a little more dressy.
It'll take a minute to warm up.
Natural Cycles identifies your fertile window by analyzing changes in your temperature. Just measure in the morning, add your temperature into the app, then learn which days you can and cannot get pregnant. It's that easy. Learn.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels. Visit OpenGOAAALUSA.com and elevate your training today.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at auraorganic.com.
At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi.
now I get a chance to just sit and chat with Torrin. It's been delightful getting to meet you and to see you apply your trade of hat making.
Thank you.
Where did you grow up?
I was born in Scotland, St Andrews, university town. Lived there until I was 6. Then we moved to Waco for the first time. My dad started working at Baylor, and then it was back and forth for a few years, and now here for good.
So that's sort of your connection to Great Britain. And so when you began to be fascinated about the idea of becoming a hat maker, when did all that happen? When did you decide this is something you were interested in?
It definitely kind of sparked when I was about 12 or 13. Just watching videos of people doing it. There are so many TikToks now of people who got into it at the same time that I did. It just seemed like it's a fun thing to do. It's something to do with your hands. It's a really therapeutic process.
Yeah. Okay. So I understand you've got a project that you're working on, and you've been able to go back and forth to England and work for this renowned hat maker. Tell me a little bit about that.
So the project I'm working on right now is it's a gold silk plush hat. So from the 1830s, silk plush is what they made. It's what they made the kind of ordinary silk top hats out of. And it's really, really gorgeous stuff.
That is amazing.
Nothing.
I've never
like
seen one up close like this.
It's really beautiful, but nobody makes the silk anymore. It was made from 1803 until the one factory that made it burned down in an inheritance dispute. The owner's brother burned it down to try and kill him in 1969. So ever since then, the only silk top hats around are old ones that people have to restore. So there's a big market for it. Even though they're never worn, people still like to have them. Certain people.
I see pictures of the royalty they're wearing. So you maybe worked on a hat that a royal has worn?
No.
No?
Absolutely not. But
maybe someday.
Maybe someday, yeah. But this gold one is really special because there were apparently only about 100 of these ever made. This is at the very kind of nexus of silk plush starting to be used in hatting. And this is one of the first, and it was a very fancy version of it. Apparently they only made about 100 of them. And it was for one occasion, kind of royal wedding, some posh event, and most of them are gone. I got one of the few that remain. I had to fix it up. The crown was really kind of fragile. You would put a tiny bit of pressure on it.
Yeah.
But I steamed it, pulled the silk off. I had to make a new block for the hat, actually.
Really?
Which is a very complicated process because the block comes apart in 5 pieces, front, back, sides, and a middle piece. Since the top is wider than the bottom, you couldn't pull a block out of the bottom. You have to kind of disassemble it. So I made a custom block for it, made a new shell for it. The shell is made of this, it's called gossamer. It feels like wood. It's a mix of kind of cheesecloth and stiffeners. And then pulled the silk hood back over it, glued it down.
So how did you learn this? Just reading books? Or?
Yeah, a lot of books, a lot of old documentaries, kind of educational videos or promotional videos from hat shops in the 30s. Yeah.
That's fascinating. That is fascinating. So tell me about your studies now. You are fashion design major at Baylor. What's all is involved in your coursework at Baylor?
I definitely take the time to do a lot of research into textiles. I'd love to be the person to start making silk plush again. The actual tailoring classes that I have are a lot of fun as well. I love making suits and coats and stuff like that. And it's always fun to go back to Britain every summer and show them stuff I've made.
So you feel like you've got a job waiting for you when you get out?
Yeah, absolutely.
That is so exciting.
Thank
I know
you.
your folks are happy about that. Maybe, I don't know, a long way. You're going to be living a long way from home.
Yeah, that's true.
So your citizenship is, you were born in Scotland, so you're a Scot
all worked out.
And a U.S. citizen?
Yeah, okay. English or British passport.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, this is so interesting to me. You're so young, and you got the world ahead of you.
Thank you.
Literally. But it is fun that you've been able to kind of have your little side gig while you're a Baylor student, making hats for people like me.
Absolutely.
Well, okay, so we're going to go back and you're going to do a little more work on the hat that I'm getting. So,
yes, ma'am.
All right.
A house is a property, but we live in homes. Home sweet home. Homes where the heart is. We aim to deliver the best home buying and selling experience so you can spend less time real estating and more time living.
It's the Restore Clarity Focus Patch, my little secret weapon for staying sharp, focused, and on task. Each box comes with simple instructions inside, so you always know exactly how to apply it. Each patch lasts for 3 days. I love that I can wear it all day.
Samsonite is the world leader in durable, high-quality luggage and travel accessories. Travel with Samsonite and pack confidence every step of the way. Shop now at shop.samsonite.com. Samsonite.
Tasmanian spring water range from Sand and Sky. This range is really good for dry and dehydrated skin like myself, packed with 2 types of hyaluronic acid, fermented sea kelp to reduce redness, and my skin feels so dewy and so hydrated.
So just that little bit of steam is enough to make the rabbit felt malleable, so it can, and then as it dries, so there's a little moisture in it, it's going to dry. And
that's right. It's all going to keep contracting as it dries. What the steam does is the moisture and the heat kind of loosen up all the fibers, and the little barbs that interlock them all. And as they dry again, they all kind of find new places to latch into and cause it to contract a little bit. That's another reason I always go a little bit large with the hat as it shrinks over the first few months of ownership.
So you're going to break it in a little bit.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
Very good.
Let's see how it looks with the ribbon.
Okay. And it's got a little pleat. You got a little pleat out going with it. Very feminine.
That's right.
Now, is this the kind of thing you could stick a feather or do all kinds of other?
That's right.
All kinds of other things.
It doesn't need to stop with me. The hat. Probably raise up the pinches a little bit, just so they don't go into the ribbon.
Okay.
But
all
see
right,
it on you?
Try it? Yeah.
I think it's coming together. It's looking good. Wonderful.
Yeah. This is fun. So, at this point now, what will you be doing for that?
I'm going to cut the brim more. I always leave it too wide when I block it, just to make sure I can cut it down to preference rather than have to stretch it out or something.
And so the brim's going to be molded a little bit more?
That's right. Yeah, I think I'll give it a little bit of a snap to it. It's the kind of thing you see in that fedora up there. You put a little bit of fullness into the middle of the brim all the way around, and what that does is it gives it so that there's a little bit of tension at the very edge of the brim, so you can snap the front and back or sides up and down. I think I'll do that really, really subtly with yours. Cut the brim a little bit, maybe about 1/4 or 1/2 inch. Yeah, put a really subtle kind of graceful snap.
So will it have this ribbon around the edge?
That's if you'd like it, yeah, I can absolutely do that.
Oh, really? Okay, another decision. But it needs to be the same color, or would it match the color of the hat? Or
I could find some ribbon that matches that. I think I have something very close.
Whatever you think.
Sure.
Whatever you think.
It is another $50. I do all the stitching by hand, and it usually takes me a couple days.
I got you. Well, if you think it'll make it look good,
yes, ma'am.
I'm depending on you.
Sure. Let's see. I've got this stuff. I think it might be a bit wide. Let's see what's.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think I've changed my mind.
Okay. It might be a bit.
For this Baylor Bear, it's a little bit too Torrin.
That's true.
But I like this color for the hat.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I think it would be a bit
it's
much.
perfectly fine just to leave it
Absolutely
on plain edge. Okay. Good. Awesome. Very good. Yeah. Okay. Torrin, this is great. I am so excited. So when can I come back and get the final product?
Should be done in a few weeks at most.
Okay.
Got schoolwork and everything, but
Yeah, you do have a little bit of Baylor to have to deal with yourself. But anyway, you've been delightful. Thank you so much for your expertise and for showing us about how a hat is made.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
There's more of the show ahead. Stay with us.
With a focus on performance, design, and customer service, we're here to help you work smarter, not harder. Join us on our journey to simplify your world. Visit acasis.com today. That's ACASIS.com today.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
Sloan's is bringing reading to the bar with Library Hours Tuesdays. Cozy up with a hot tea or a drink in your current read. Don't miss the book swap happening tomorrow, the 16th as well. Sloan's will be celebrating the 21st night of September, Earth, Wind, and Style Fire with a disco night, so stay tuned for more details coming on that soon. Finally, Hemingway's is hosting Chicago Night tonight with music from Chicago musician Lucas and his band. Lifestyle Food Truck is serving up hot dogs and the best drinks in Waco, so obviously you need to change your plans to get to Hemingway's to be there tonight. I'm Elizabeth Riley with your Act Locally Waco News, and I will see you next time.
With San, owning iconic furniture no longer requires paying a premium. High quality furniture doesn't have to come with a high price tag. Explore our collection today at san.com.
I am obsessed with helping business owners increase their traffic and turn it into profit through the power of Pinterest marketing. It's this amazing platform where people are looking for ideas, inspiration. They have a problem and they're actively looking for a solution.
Tervis is all about staying hydrated. Each product is built to last and comes in endless designs to match your personality. Stay refreshed and express yourself with Tervis. Visit tervis.com today and find your perfect tumbler.
Our professionals are not only experts in managing urgent concerns, but also in providing top-notch preventative health care. We're proud to connect pet owners to a vast network of licensed veterinary professionals, ready to address any immediate concerns. Book your first appointment today.
VivoSun's mission is to empower growers with stylish and effective products, making indoor growing accessible and enjoyable for everyone. Visit vivosun.com today and get started making growing plants and vegetables easy and automatic.
Sometimes life will kick you in the teeth even though you try. You get down on your knees and ask him why. Your world turns upside down and everything feels like a fight. Don't let the hard days win and you'll be all right. Told you the joys in life come from little things. before. Pick yourself up off the floor. Don't let the hard days win anymore. Colors turn gray. You look up to the sun, can't find the rays. And tomorrow is the same as yesterday. When everything seems lost, the devil finds his way. Don't let the hard days win and you'll be okay. Remember what your mom and daddy told you. The joys in life come from little things. You've been knocked down before. You pick yourself up off the floor. Don't let the hard days win anymore. Remember what your mom and daddy told you. Joys in life come from little things. You've been knocked down before. You pick yourself up off the floor. Don't let the hard days win anymore. Don't let the hard days win anymore. Thank you.
A journey into new thoughts, new cultures, new adventures. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Babbel now. Go to babbel.com or download the app.
At Tusane's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Visit Tusanes.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
Send money abroad in just a few steps with Remitly. Sign up with your email, enter an amount, choose how your loved ones receive the money, enter your recipient's information, select a payment method, hit send, and relax. Download the Remitly app today.
So all you have to do is tap your Popple to the back of someone's phone, like that, and they instantly get your social media and contact info right on the screen. They don't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. So get your Popple today and start impressing everyone you meet. Make it pop.